Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Today's stitch tutorial is crocheted and it's called the acrobatic stitch. And for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using Premier Basics Tweed. It's a medium worsted weight, 260 yards, and this tweed is gray tweed. So are we ready to try out this amazing stitch? I'll show you a swatch I did in a DK weight, and then we will get started. Just going to go ahead and get a slip knot on my hook. If you're interested in the hook I'm using, it is a Furls J, which is a 6mm hook. The yarn that I used for the swatch was Premier Angel, and the color was Blue Jean Baby. This is what it looks like right here. All right, so let's go ahead and work it up. This stitch is worked in multiples of 6, and if you're starting from a chain, you will add 3. If you are going to be working it up in a current pattern that you are working on, project that you're working on, it would be multiples of 6 plus 1. All right, so for this, I'm going to chain 27, just so we have a good swatch to look at. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I'll be back at 27. Once you have your chain of 27, we're going to work 2 double crochets into the 3rd chain from your hook. The loop on your hook is just a loop on your hook. We're going to count back 1, 2, 3. And into that 3rd chain, we're going to place 2 double crochets. So there's 1 and 2. For this, I'm going to go ahead and zoom down in so that way you can see the rest of this nice up close and personal. So just a quick 2 double crochets into that 3rd chain. Now let's go ahead and move on. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to skip 5 chains. So make sure that when you're working into the chains, you get the chain directly next to that one that you put the 2 double crochets in, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And into the 6th chain, we will place a total of 5 double crochets, all into the same chain. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Give it a little stretch, because when you put that many stitches in the chain, it kind of bunches things up, and you want to make sure that you can find your chains. So now we're going to repeat chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th, place 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to repeat that again. Just give it a little stretch. It's the chain. You want to make sure that you're giving yourself a little stretch here on that chain, just to make sure that everything straightens out, because you do bunch it up a lot. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th, we're going to place again 5 double crochets into that same chain. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into this last chain, we're going to place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Get some more yarn here. Once again, I'm just going to give it a nice little stretch to kind of stretch that out. All right, so that completes row 1. Let's move on to row 2. We're going to chain 1 and 2 and turn our work. We're going to place 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets all into this chain 4 space. So 3 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets into that chain 4 space. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to move on to the next chain 4 space and repeat. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Now chain 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets into that same chain 4 space. We're going to repeat this again. Get some more yarn. Going to skip over our 5 double crochets and work into the next chain 4 space by placing 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and chain 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets again in that chain 4 space. 1, 2, and 3. This is what it should be looking like. Right, we're going to do it again over here into the last chain 4 space. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets into that same chain 4 space. 2 and 3. Now we're going to place a double crochet in the very last stitch, which was our chain of 3. So 1, 2, 3 into the top of the 3rd chain. We're going to place a double crochet. And that will end row 2. Might have to adjust all your stitches. There we go. Get all our stitches situated here. All right, now let's move on to row 3. For row 3, we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is a double treble and a chain 1. Now we're going to reach over to the chain 3 and place 5 double crochets into that chain 3 space. So 5 double crochets into the chain 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip to the next chain 3 space and place 5 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop over to your next chain 3 space and place 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. Skip over to your last chain 3 space and place 5 double crochets into that chain 3 space. That is 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we're down here to the remaining stitches. And we need to place a chain 1 and then a double treble into the top of that second chain. So there's 1 and 2. We need to go into the top of that second chain. So we're doing a double treble. We're wrapping over once for a double, twice for a treble, 3 times for a double treble. Go into the top of your second chain, your chain 2 from the row below. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over, go through the last 2. So that now matches your chain of 6 on the opposite side. And that is rows 1, 2, and 3. We're going to now do row 4. We need a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your work. We're going to place 3 double crochets into this chain 1 space. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to skip over to our next chain space, which is a chain 4, and we're going to place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and 3 more double crochets, all in that same chain 4 space. So 3 double crochets, chain 3, and 3 double crochets. They're all worked into that chain 4 space. Now we're going to jump over to the next chain 4 space and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets, all in that chain 4 space. And repeat into the last chain 4 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we've reached the end of row 4. We have 3 double crochets, and we need to chain 1 and place a treble crochet, wrapping our yarn twice around the hook and inserting our hook into the 5th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarning over, pulling up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through the last 2. And that completes row 4. To begin row 5, our last and final row of our repeating rows, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn your work over and place 2 double crochets into that chain 1 space. So there is 1 and 2. Now we need to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to jump over to our chain 3 space. So we're skipping these 3 double crochets and these 3 double crochets and working into that chain 3 space. 5 double crochets into the chain 3 space. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, 2, 3. And 4. Skip over to the next chain 3 space and place 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop over to your next chain 3 space and place 5 double crochets into that chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hop over to this last chain space and we're going to place 2 double crochets into the chain space. So there's 1 and 2. Then we're going to place 1 double crochet into the top of the 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that ends row 5. So to continue on repeating this pattern, you will repeat rows 2, 3, 4, and 5. But this, again, is called the acrobatic stitch. All right, everyone. Be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.